Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Time to join the conversation. Here he comes. Coach Ro. What's the deal, Ro?
Throwing up my dubs for the theme music.
Man, as soon as you get a Midwest theme, I'll throw my what do you throw up? Like just your mitt?
What's up, Cess?
What do you throw up for
What's
Michigan?
up,
You
Cess?
see, I got my Lions gear on today.
Hey,
what it do?
Cess make my
Lions
day.
not trash,
Cess
man.
makes my day.
Hey, man, you make my day too.
We agree, we disagree. I love it.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with everybody. So we were expecting some special guests today. I don't know where they at so far. If they show up, we'll bring them in. If they don't, the conversation continues, and we'll catch them next go round. So I see Coach got his cup of Joe.
That's right. What we got? We got body armor, or we got Coca-Cola.
Straight Coca-Cola. It's Coca-Cola. It's Thanksgiving.
Did y'all see Cess's face when I started talking about it? It was like,
come on, you know what it is. You know, I'm tripping because I can't find my lighter. Hold on one second.
Here's the thing.
It's not gonna work.
Okay, can we compromise? What if I got you a case of Coke Zero? Would you drink that?
Nah.
Have you tasted it?
Nah. Here's the thing. If I'm not gonna drink a Coca-Cola, then I'll take a case of Evian water.
Okay.
I'll take a case of the Mamba Forever.
Okay, Mamba Forever, Evian water. Okay, I got that.
Yeah, I do either one of those.
Tomorrow I'm at the store. I'm getting one of them. I got the Mamba. I gotta find that. That's hard to find.
Yeah, it's new out there. Give me 1 second. I'm getting some lag on this side.
Wait a minute. And I refuse to wear anything. Lions, until they start the playoffs. That's when I'll wear some of my Lions gear. That's just what it is.
He's not bandwagon.
Thank you.
But you know, he grew here, I flew here.
Wait a minute. That hat is a beast. That's a nice hat.
Had to have it, sir.
That's a nice hat. That's a nice hat. I give you that one.
Yeah, if I'm gonna rock one, I'm gonna rock the right one.
That's a nice hat.
You don't see on everybody. But
I have to say I haven't seen that one with the Lions blue outline, and that's nice. See, I like the simple sleek. That's simple sleek. That's nice. Okay, all right, so
don't get my Coca-Cola in. Coca-Cola. Feel free to send a case.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some Evian. Seriously, that's on my. We gotta take care of that. We gotta take care of that.
Don't do all that. So, I sent the text message to see if there are any technical issues with our potential guests. If I hear back, we'll definitely get them in the conversation. But let's just go ahead and get talking, man.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and get talking, man. I watched that Warriors game last night, and I'm intrigued with the young talent. I'm intrigued by the young talent. I was like, this is going to be a blowout. I was surprised to see that the young talent was able to bring it back a little closer. No starter had a good game. I mean, and I love my Dubs, but what I'll say is somebody is going to have to want to go to war with King of the Light Skins. And if y'all got a problem with stuff, somebody going to have to want to go to war with King of the Light Skins because he shows up to do battle every game. I can't think of a game where he showed up. Listen, the man had at least 4 threes in the first 14 games, 15 games of the season, at least 4 threes. So, I mean, he giving you everything he got. What else do y'all need him? Who's going to show up and play with him? You know, the Splash Brothers ain't had a party since it was at the pool. Understand? I'm being real. I'm being real now. When Poole was there, Poole was throwing pool parties, and they was splashing all around.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if it's the spacing that throws Andrew Wiggins off. He had played very well the game before.
Glad you brought him up.
Last night he didn't play well at all.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I'm also concerned with the way Golden State tends to me, melt down against Phoenix. So Klay had the meltdown. Was it last season, season before, where he threw
Mm-hmm.
up the 4 rings and all of that and got throughout the game?
That was a light skin war you just referred to, though, because that was clearly directed toward Booker. Booker said something, did something. That was battle of the light skins, like you said. That was clearly
You
between
have to,
those two.
and like I said, they're not the same type of light skins.
And Klay was definitely the aggressor in that, which surprised me. Booker, and I don't know, maybe Booker
So
whispered something that really got under his skin because I had never seen Klay react to something like that. I mean, even his teammates. Please, everybody, when you get a chance, look back at that video.
Listen, I'll be honest. Klay was getting cooked. I believe. I
Mm-hmm.
believe Booker was cooking.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Booker. I see the same.
Hold on. I have a theory on that. You ready for it?
Hey, before you make
All right.
before you make a Midwest thing, I need something to go off a little something that you hit. I don't know if it's a ding.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Something
I
that
got
says
you. I
Rose
got you.
series.
I got
Okay?
you.
I need
We're gonna clear the X-Files what you call soundbite. That'll be it.
Yeah, I need a sound effect for the theory. Come on, give it to me.
So that year when that happened, I did some extensive reading and research. And that was the year that Devin Booker was the face on 2K. I think Klay took that personal because if you remember, that was the moment when the league was trying to crown somebody to be the next big thing, American player in basketball. And all roads pointed towards Devin Booker because of the run that he was on. I distinctly remember it going to him being on the cover of that video and that incident happening. That's what I remember. That's my theory on that. I think there was some built up tension and Booker was getting the best of him. He said a little something, and Klay said, I don't care if you're on 2K. That's probably what he may have said. We weren't there. I have 4 rings. Get that. Get 4 rings before you get a free pass on 2K. Get 4 rings before you get the highest rating on 2K. You can win 2K all you want. I have 4 rings, sir. So that's my theory on that. Yeah.
So I don't know off the top of my head. Did Devin Booker make the top 75?
Ooh, good question. I have to look that one up.
I think the year that Klay went off was the same year that the 75 came out. And I feel like they stretched the 75, even they called it 75, they crowned 76. And they crowned 76 that didn't include Klay Thompson that has, as he tells you all the time, 4 of those things. Okay. This is a guy who went off for, was it 62 points and a half?
Wait a minute. You just educated me on something. Klay didn't make top 75?
Oh, Klay was pissed about not making top 75. Please review. He took it real personal. He took it real personal that he didn't make top 75. How are you the other splash to the brothers? And you're not a top 75. I don't know, especially at that time. I don't know if there was a better 3-point duo. I don't know if there's one now. Like I said, when you talk about all around shooters, I think that, as they say, when Klay wants to get focused, he could be the best shooter in the game. Mid range, out to the 3, maybe even out to the logo. I think that Klay has logo capability. I think he got logo range. I just think he doesn't shoot out there. I forget who it was. I think it might have been even Jordan Poole that they asked, like, who's the better shooter out of Klay and Steph? And it was like, it could be Klay if he's focused and thinking about it that day.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't remember if Booker was a top 75.
I'm trying to find it. But you know what, though? I'm going to tell you this, and this is my bias kicking in. When you have a sit down with Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas to talk about the greatest backcourt, you're in the top 75.
Well, and in that they say we watch you.
That's it.
You
Great
remind us
point.
of us.
Great point. And I didn't realize that until they said it. I did not realize that until they said it. They are very.
That's one of the most underrated sit downs on NBA TV.
Yeah, it is.
Those guards all sitting down.
We may
I don't know that.
And do a little live watch on that one day. Maybe a bonus for our fans. Let's have a little bonus on that. Like, hey, let's just
that one. And you know, Magic and Isaiah was classic for me. Magic and Isaiah brought tears to my eyes. Yeah. Really, because it had been a long time coming.
Yeah,
but there's some great documentaries out there. Steph's underrated is good.
Wait a minute, what about Kobe and Shaq? Is that one up there?
You know, I'm biased. I'm always gonna love that one. I love to see the big fella and Kobe talk. I love the honesty. Like when Shaq said, "Hey, when you got that ring, I tore my whole living room up." I believed him. Okay. When he said he tore his whole living room up, I could see him tearing the TV off the wall. Okay, you understand? But that's the competitiveness that's not in the game now.
Right.
That's the competitiveness that leads you to choke a player. That's that's the competitiveness. It leads you to, to choke somebody, grab somebody's throat. Because had anybody choked anybody since Latrell?
Choked. I don't know. We have to wait a minute. Tracy McGrady made top 75.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We're gonna have to. I gotta look at the choke stats.
I think that Tracy McGrady makes top 75 just because he was a problem.
Okay. Now I see. Yeah. Now I see the issue though.
You heard Kobe say, what? That was the hardest person for him to guard.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you made a point, like I told y'all before. Me and Cess talk about sports things off camera all the time to kind of prep for what we're talking about now. But you made a point. You made a statement. I think it was last week. Now I understand what you mean, and this is no shade towards agent Lillard, Damian Lillard. But now I know why you said what you said. Lillard made the top 75. How does Klay Thompson not make it? If you have those side by side, I would almost have to put Klay Thompson in over Damian Lillard.
Matter of fact, who's 75? And really, they gave 76 players love on that list.
Yeah. 75 was Lenny Wilkins.
Klay not better than Lenny? No disrespect to Lenny. No disrespect to Lenny. How many Lenny got?
I don't think Lenny has any.
So no disrespect to Lenny, just Klay's not better than Lenny.
I mean, they had Pistol Pete 73. Robert Parrish was 74. I would love to have footage of the war room when they decided the top 75. It's tough. It's a catch-22. I get it. There's a lot of great players that have played in the NBA. But to come up with the top 75, I think they should have had a target criteria to get to that point. And, it's kind of tough because
just saying the competitiveness.
But why is it on this picture? It looks like Dr. J is winning the choking battle. Look at Dr. J's face, and look at Larry Bird's face.
What he doing?
I mean, look. Dr. J's face is like, I told you, and Larry Bird's face is like, let me go. Let me go.
But what's interesting is that, if you look at Larry, his hands are balled up like this, but look at Dr. J's thumb right on that Adam's apple. You see it?
And if you see the right hand is in the phases of balling up.
Yeah, and he got the eagle coming. He coming right up under that arm.
That's a
He's coming right up
seasoned
under that
brawler.
arm.
That's a seasoned brawler. He getting
Now,
space with the choke.
Now, Larry is showing you true barroom brawler approach. Okay, he gonna brawl it out with you. Larry ain't backing down. Now, you might choke him till his eyes bug out, but he gonna brawl to the bar tour up. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say about that. But to the conversation, you know, I'm just saying. You know, everybody was up in arms about old Draymond. It's not the first time we've seen chokes. Y'all remember Rudy Tomjanovich got his whole face broke?
Yeah, I do.
He got his face broke. Kermit broke his face, man.
Yeah, he did. Oh, you know what? Another choking is, and I forgot about Allen Iverson tried to choke Dennis Rodman.
Oh man, I'm gonna look that one up. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Just
Wow.
picked him up.
I wish you. We'll share a picture of that on our.
He just picked him up. Rodman just
on our
picked him
social
up. I
media.
mean, how disrespectful is that, Rodman? Rodman just picked him up like you would pick up a nephew. And like, come on, man, you don't want to do this.
It's like you don't even want this smoke, bro. You don't even want this smoke, man.
But I wanted to circle back to our original where you started it. Thanks for starting us with the Golden State Warriors, and you know where I'm going with it. You know where I'm going with it, and you know it's not fair in many people's eyes, but I'm going to go there anyway. You mentioned Wiggins. He had 11 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, 25 minutes.
This is what Wiggs did. This is true.
So again, you had all of those points against who was that? They just played where
No, I can't. You know he played the history. You know he played the Rockets. Don't do that. Like you don't know.
Oh yeah. It was the Rockets. So you go for 30 something on the Rockets. Which I mean, I guess you're supposed to do that. But I told you during that game, do not crown the return of Andrew Wiggins. He's not reliable.
I didn't say that. I said he was on the comeback. I like what I saw.
I said he wasn't
on the road to the comeback. Oh no,
I said he wasn't on the comeback.
No, he definitely is. He definitely is. I'm not gonna. You're not a. We know that you're not a fan like that. That's okay. But Wiggs that was good for Wiggs. That was good for Wiggs. I don't care how many times you say No,
because I'm looking at how does Moody out rebound Wiggins?
Because he's Moses. I keep trying to tell you, it's something about Moses, man.
Moses had 9 rebounds.
That's good. We want that.
It is good. 8 points and 9 rebounds is not bad in 23 minutes. 1 assist.
Like I said, I think our youngsters are coming alive here.
And tell me about. I can't pronounce his name. I don't know who he is. Pazimski? Who is Pazimski? Who is he? Who is he?
Pazimski? I don't know, but I like him.
Where'd he come from?
I gotta look it up. I don't know, but I like him. Oh, Brzezinski's?
He got the headband.
I don't think I'm saying it right either.
Looked like he had the black eye. I like the retro look. I like the headband. And he seems to have a green light. I mean, like most players on Golden State, but I mean, he really, when watching him, he's not afraid to shoot. He had 10 points.
He's got a green light, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's shooting very comfortably, like in the offense. But yeah, let's see. Wiggins, you got to do better.
Don't this look just like Draymond?
Now you talk about a brawler. Kurt Rambis had more brawls than,
and that's Kevin McHale back there, ain't he?
That's Kevin McHale. But Kurt, you're right. Kurt Rambis is probably up there with Bill Laimbeer on brawls. Kurt Rambis was, but what I liked about Kurt Rambis, he fought with the glasses with the old strap. He still scrapped.
Oh yeah. And it was, remember that old adage, you don't hit a man with glasses? That fire Kurt Rambis up. Yeah, no problem. Firing on
Kurt
Kurt.
Rambis used to brawl with everybody. Kurt
One of my
Rambis was
favorites.
fearless.
Definitely one of my favorite Lakers.
So I mean, last night it was just a classic example of one superstar outplaying everybody else, which was Kevin Durant. He had 32. Oh, in 34 minutes, by the way. So he's
I
starting to
think
get his legs under him.
is he?
Yeah.
Mm.
I think it's what you said. I think Durant's like, okay, Booker, I'm gonna let you. It's your team. I'm letting you take over as a team, but come on now.
I don't think that.
But when Durant does this, they win.
I think KD is seeing shades of Brooklyn, and he's like, Booker, you've been hurt. Bradley, we don't know when you coming back. I'm not going out like this again. I'm not gonna wait. He going ahead and he pressing the issue about y'all not forgetting who he is.
So disappointing to see Bradley Beal on the bench. So disappointing. I had such high hopes for this team. I did.
What high hopes did you have? You had them winning it all. What did you?
I picked
What did you
Phoenix, and my caveat was if they're 100%, I find it difficult to see any team that could compete with them in a 7-game series. But you had to be 100%. 100%, I find it difficult for any team to compete with them. And I still feel that way. If they're 100%.
You probably like this shift here. I think that they're not deep enough to win a 7-game series. I think that all of the teams that are trying to make runs got deeper. They didn't necessarily add star power, but they got deeper going into the playoffs. And I feel like Phoenix has more of a starting five that could win the play-in tournament than actually take them deep into the playoffs. Now, getting Bradley Beal was super important, but I feel like Phoenix gave up a lot to get Bradley Beal. And who is that they got in the middle? Nurkic?
Yeah.
He don't scare Giannis.
No, you don't.
He don't scare Embiid.
Mm-mm.
He don't scare the Joker.
No. But he's an upgrade, though, over Ayton. He's more solid than Ayton. He's more of a big man than Ayton, and that's what they needed.
So I don't even know that Ayton wasn't solid. I think that Ayton had checked out on Phoenix 2 seasons ago. And
I forgot Ayton was on Portland.
Yeah, he had been wanting to get up out of Phoenix, I think.
But I forgot he was at Portland now, the way he plays. I forgot he was there. I was watching the Portland game the other day. He checked in. I said, I forgot he was on the team. I'm not being funny.
Sometimes I find myself in the house going, where is Wiseman? Where is Wiseman?
Now, why do you got to go there?
Here. He's right here. He plays for the Pistons. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Run away. I go, come on, man. What are you talking about?
I was more upset on his reaction. I want to say 2 games ago, he got a dunk, wide open lane, and he really celebrated it. I was a little irritated by that because the Pistons were losing, but that was a clear indication that he saw something go in.
I think that part of my disappointment with Wiseman is that he was the one that I wanted to say, look at what Penny was able to do. I don't think Anthony Hardaway as a coach has a signature player that he's put in the league. And I felt like Wiseman, since he took all those risks working with him, paying his bills, all of that stuff, that he was really going to be the one to say, Penny's got a solid program. And you should go and be a part of it. I thought that he was going to be that signature player that he sent to the league, and
it just
hasn't happened yet.
But I have a question for you. Does Wiseman end up like this if he's not drafted by Golden State? What if he's drafted by somebody else? Is he playing like this now? Or is he playing better?
I think he's out of the league even sooner. Because I don't think any other team at the time, especially because of how Golden State was sitting with the dynasty, mid-dynasty, or whatever you want to call it, the recharge, had the patience and the ability to be able to be patient with him and his injuries.
But see, there it is. Here's my thing. I'm glad you said that. Could that not have been more pressure though? Now I get it. Quick contrast here. I've been saying from day one, and it's not a popular opinion, Wembanyama, I said, would be better off on another team. I've continued to say that. I still believe that. And I say that about Wiseman because I'm wondering if, okay, you're going to a dynasty team. You said it yourself. I mean, Golden State's a dynasty. Even, I mean, right now in the 2000s, you have to say Golden State is a dynasty, probably the best basketball dynasty. Okay, so you go to that team. All I can remember were the news reports, the interviews, all talking about wait until Wiseman comes, wait until Wiseman comes, wait until Wiseman comes. That has to mess with the psyche.
He's 7 foot. He's 7 foot everything. We
I'm not discrediting that, Seth, but I'm not.
Here's the thing. If that's any pressure, we've been saying wait till Wiseman gets here since college. So I don't want to hear nothing about no pressure.
True.
I don't want to hear nothing about no pressure.
But my question was, does it add more pressure if you go to a dynasty?
Anthony Hardaway risked his coaching reputation on Andrew Wiseman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put it all on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me your favorite Andrew Wiseman moment. I'll wait. Tell me your favorite Andrew Wiseman moment. Can you even tell me how many years Wiseman's been in the league?
I actually, because I looked the other day, I think it's 2.
You think it's only been 2?
I thought it was 2.
Just this season and last season that he's been here?
Must be 3 then for you to say that.
Let me go back to the drawing board. I almost want to say that he's been here going on 4 seasons. But let's double check.
Because he had the first year that was hurt.
And then he was hurt. And then he was hurt. And I don't know if that's a knock. I don't 2020 NBA draft. 2020. He came out with LaMelo.
All right. So this is year what, 3?
Yeah. Hey, so we're gonna pause for the cause. May or may not have the special guest coming on. We're gonna find out. But something I wanted to talk about real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing a lot of refs inserting themselves in the outcomes and storylines of games in all sport, NFL, NBA, but the Scott Foster, Chris Paul situation that led to Chris getting thrown out the game last night.
Mm-hmm.
Something has to be done about Scott Foster. I feel like real subjective how he did, and I understand it's always really subjective, but I feel like it's something personal, or as some of my friends say, like he has a real hard on for this guy. And I don't understand why. I mean, I understand I'm not the biggest Chris Paul fan either, but I would expect more respect from referees and stuff because he was head of the Players Association for so long, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to take a deep dive into what is this issue with them. And I don't know that Chris did enough to get thrown out last night. I don't know that I saw enough.
He called him a female dog.
Come on. Okay, come on. It's 2023. Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's interesting is, as you mentioned, that a couple of articles literally referred to.
You can just walk by him and call him that. What did he do to make him call him that?
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that because a couple of articles literally referred to Scott Foster as being a familiar foe. So there's something to what you said.
They got ongoing beef.
Yeah,
they got ongoing beef for sure. It's definitely ongoing beef there.
So Durant shooting free throws. The next thing you know, so Foster said that Chris Paul was upset about a foul that was called against him.
Okay. Do you remember the fact that they pretty much when, especially people in Vegas, right? When you see Chris Paul's playing and you check the referee team and you see Scott Foster there, you pretty much always go for the L with any
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they have historically when Scott Foster and checked it, y'all could Google this and let us hear from you in the chat. Please, what I'm saying, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification, hit the like, share, but let us know. This is a conversation. We want to see what y'all got to say in the comments, and we will definitely comment back. And for the stuff that we see that there's some back and forth on, man, we'll have people on the show and continue dialogue on some things. But this Scott Foster thing, Draymond has to be accountable for the stuff that he does. I don't know that I see enough referees held accountable.
So what do you think it is? What do you
I'm
think it
tired of
is?
words.
What do you think it is? NBA Bay Area reporter that interviewed Chris Paul, and this is what Chris Paul said. He said it's personal. We had a situation some years ago. The league knows, everybody knows. Here's an interesting point. There's been a meeting and all that. It's just a situation with my son. What does that mean? What happened with Foster?
I don't know, because for me, I don't know. You saw me kind of go off here, blink off for a minute, because to me, there's nothing in basketball that has anything to do with Chris Paul's child. And if you brought his child into it, then he should see you in the parking lot about something.
Mm-hmm.
Just period. There's no room. And I'm on here and I have fun with talking about people, but none of this is personal. I wouldn't attack anybody's family. I wouldn't attack anybody's kids.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff is just sacred. I know people in 2023 don't necessarily believe this, but you got to have a code. You got to have an understanding within yourself of what you stand for and what you will go for and what you won't go for.
Good point.
Mm-hmm. Talking about somebody's family,
mm-hmm.
coming for somebody's kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's the stuff that, since I was yay high to a grasshopper, get you hurt.
I think that Chris Paul complaining about it falls on deaf ears, but I did see another article where it said, and the headline was Steph Curry did not like Foster's decision. That may be enough to move the needle, because Steph Curry is still considered superstar, active, current, like in the league. And I think that if Steph stands behind his teammate, which I'm sure he will, you may see Foster like not officiating any more Golden State games, because you're going to please your employees, which is Steph Curry, one of your best employees.
I think where I'm calling BS is that Adam Silver, you call everybody else on the carpet that has a hand in dirtying up the image, interrupting the natural competition. Why we haven't Scott? These referees can be called out too.
They're going to stay away from that, though, Cess. Did you watch the Donahue? Did you watch? No, I agree with you. I'm just saying.
Here's the thing.
Did you watch the Donahue? What was it on Netflix?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think that Silver is going to stay
in the games and stuff.
I think he's going to stay as far away from a rogue ref as he can in front of the cameras.
But I need for the union, because the refs are in the union too, correct? Right. I need for the union. I need to see some type of discipline. How many games Scott Foster been suspended for? These refs miss calls that affect games. The Golden State Warriors are pretty much out of the tournament because of the Draymond Green situation, I feel like, right? 5 games. We had, I think that was a tournament game he was in. We had one other tournament game that he missed. They're affecting the outcome of the game. I'm trying to think, other than Joey Crawford, who Charles Barkley just continuously went at it with. I don't know if I know another ref, Donahue, but Scott Foster. Now, Chris Paul probably had to handle it the way he handled it because he was the president of the the Players Association at the time that the incident took place. But if he was just to, see Scott Foster out at dinner and just smack the shit out of him, excuse my language, the league would want to have something to say about that, right? But I think any parent, and I'm not a parent, I'm just an auntie with uncle tendencies. Any parent will want to see justice for their kid. You don't attack my kid and just get to walk away from that just because, So if it's about his son, I'm really gonna have to take a deep dive in this and understand.
Yeah, I need to find out. That was news to me when I read that portion of the article.
Like
I was like, wait a minute, about my son. Like, what is he talking about? Like, how would that even? Like, was his son at a game and he said something wild? I mean, how would that even?
Oh,
yeah, wow. we gotta look into that one. And then for him to say there was a meeting and all of that, that means it was a meeting with the league, a sit down. So how is he still?
Are you joining the conversation?
Yeah, I got the link. I was waiting on Peanut.
Yeah, click the link, man. We in here. We waiting on y'all. All right, y'all heard that live. They joined in the conversation. Special guests coming to the building. We got special guests coming to the building.
That's right. That's right.
This should be fun. This should be really fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we got them both coming in the building. I'm trying to think. I don't know how long. Ro. How long have you known him? So
I've known him since 93. It's been a minute.
So Rose got me beat by a few years, and yes, I'm telling his age.
Yeah.
I've known these two since 1994. Went to college with him, so this is gonna be fun to have them in the conversation. I think. Let me get him up.
Long time associates, friends, fam.
Oh, this is my family. They ain't gonna take nothing about no associates, no none of that. This is my family. Listen, let me tell y'all something. These two people threw me my 18-year-old birthday party, surprise party. So these two people right here mean the world to me. We go way back, like Coach Ro.
Yeah.
I talk sports with these two every morning when I can. We talk sports, life, whatever is on our minds. This is Jackie and HB coming to the stage. Let's get them up here.
What's happening?
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, give me a second to get connected with my backup. I'm coming out the kitchen, but good morning. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right. We gonna let you get your background up. She doing double duty. She been cooking since I was in college. It's for sure gonna be good. We got Coach Burston. Oh, I'm sorry. I called him HB. He's officially Coach Burston. Coming to the stage as well. This should be fun. So I've been talking sports and football, basketball, like I said, with them since 1994.
There you
go. Coach Burston in the building. Some of y'all know him as Coach Burston. Come on off mute, man. Some of y'all know him as just as
Burston. Doing too much already. Take yourself off mute, HB.
Some of y'all know him as HB.
Yeah.
You can take yourself off camera. Some of y'all just might know him as Tex. I call him bro. What's up, man? What's going on? Good morning, y'all. Talk to us.
Good morning to the family. I had to make sure I get my technicalities together here.
Oh man, now we got it.
Yeah, my technicalities.
Now all of a sudden,
And he came on with the deep voice like that.
he came on like he's a temptation or something. All right, man. Come on, man.
Good to see y'all.
Wonderful.
This is great. This is great.
Let me get a Merry Christmas from the Temptations. Come on, one time.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From the Temptations.
From the Temptations. That's him. What's going on, y'all? So we got a lot of sports coming on. We were just talking about Chris Paul and the Scott Foster situation and him getting ejected and refs not being held accountable. Like, there's no way. And me and Ro were just talking about we're gonna have to do some research because we're hearing that the Scott Foster Chris Paul situation goes back to something to do with Chris's son. And so for me, that's totally off limits. And there's no way for us to be beefing about my son because your family and kids supposed to be off limits. And this is supposed to be just about basketball. So Scott Foster's a problem. And I don't know if it's Adam Silver that's supposed to deal with it. I don't know if the refs have a union, but like somebody needs to address, like Chris said, they already had a meeting about it. We've been to the principal's office about it. Next stop is like suspension. Do it again, we're gonna expel you. Like, what are we doing? Right. How many chances do we get? I want to hear from y'all. Let's go.
I mean, I was just reading Chris's body language and his mouth, and they have a horrible relationship. I mean, the words Chris Paul was saying to him on that floor was incredulous. Like, so it is absolutely personal. And the last straw when he ejected him, he threw out a couple of Effenheimers and put a bacon hammer behind that. So,
Here's my thing, though. Like I told Ro, I'm not anybody's parent. I'm just an auntie.
I mean, I don't know. Can we cuss? Can we cuss on the pod? I don't know. I mean,
listen. Let me tell you one thing about the conversation is you better be yourself. So for me, you're gonna hear me cuss because I cuss like a sailor. You're gonna see me light up my cannabis because I smoke like a train. Now, Coach Ro got his tie on. He's not gonna do any of those things, but all the conversation matters. Understand? So please be you. Be you.
Right. Yeah. Chris Paul said, "Fuck you, bitch." I said, your clock is ticking, buddy. It's time for you to go.
But here's the thing. Like I said, I'm an auntie with uncle tendencies, not a parent, right? But if it's a problem if you said something about my son, I don't care how many years ago it was, that has to be dealt with. So, like I said, if the NBA is not going to deal with it, then at some point Chris Paul should just be out in the parking lot and smack the shit out of Scott Foster. Like, you have to be able to stick up for your kids, right? Any parent would do that.
And my take was Silver's going to stay away from this situation as far as he can because of the Donaghy situation. And if he addresses anything, it will not be on camera. The NBA is not going to step anywhere close to a corrupt ref or a ref that has a grudge. It's bad for business for him. It's bad for the NBA. He's not going to address it. I'm telling you what I know now. He's not going to do that.
I think David Stern would have got at that because it's affecting the product. Like I said, the referees' interaction in games right now took the Warriors, one of the most exciting and fun teams to watch. Steph Curry has the highest rated games. Last 7 games in the NBA are the highest rated started games that Steph plays in out of any other star in the league. You took them out of the play-in tournament essentially by suspending Draymond for 5 games in a situation where we could have had some technicals and went on and played basketball. Again, I've been showing the pictures since we got on here. There's been some more. The McHale choke on Rambis. Pull it up. Listen, I'm just saying.
Rambis was airborne from the choke.
Feet in the air. Okay? Feet in the air. I'm just saying. So for those of us who really watch the NBA, I feel like the more that we push it out, we get fringe fans, and they don't really necessarily know the history. And so when they see stuff like that, they're appalled. When I see stuff like that, like I said, I think that's just the heat of the battle, the competition, because that happens at the YMCA, it happens in the school, it happens in the schoolyards, it happens at people's houses. It's brothers that choked each other like that and went inside and had dinner after a call that went bad. So come on, let's let the game be the game. Like we softening up a little bit too much.
My apologies for jumping out of here. I was over here trying to get into my oven. Looks like we're all buffering right now.
I think Jack, I will remove you and have you come back. Coach Burson,
Yep.
say something.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh yeah, you not buffering. Okay. So tell Jack, let me know when to add her back. I'm gonna have her go out and come back.
The Wi-Fi.
Coach Burson is back.
Okay. Yeah, you know, like I said, they have a long-term beef. And Chris Paul's very frustrated because he's had 17,000 turnovers in 3 games. So I guess you got to get off the color there.
Listen, and the other thing that I noticed that I was talking about is the Warriors seem to melt down against Phoenix, right? Klay melted down. Like there's a problem in Phoenix.
I'm glad Coach Burson has joined because I want to get his thoughts on who I've been talking about. What are your thoughts on Andrew Wiggins?
As far as
so, like I keep telling him, Wiggs is gonna be fine. He's getting his rhythm back, and I'm okay with Wiggins.
See, here we go.
That's where I'm at with Wiggins.
Here we
Ro
go.
is ready to. He's ready to trade Wiggins. He want me to give Wiggins up for anybody. I'm not giving Wiggins up.
Man, Wiggs has got to find this game. He got to find his game again, man. There's so many shuffles, so many changes. Is he going to be a stretch 3? He's going to go to the 4. So he's got to find his game. But what he hasn't done is hurt the team like Chris Paul.
Listen,
Chris Paul's
threes finally started falling. Here's a question: any chance that
17 turnovers,
traded?
3 games.
Any chance Jordan Poole gets traded back to the Warriors?
No.
He's definitely getting traded out of Washington.
No. Washington has painted themselves in the corner. Nobody is going to pick up that contract.
Look at the report. Listen, nobody might not pick it up, but they sure dangling it out there. They looking for a taker.
The only way they get out of this, and we talked about this before, Cess, is you have to get a 3rd, maybe a 4th team involved that wants to, do some that's pretty much giving up for the next 2-3 years, which is very possible. Charlotte Hornets, like a very, very possible.
Boy, move ball to the 2.
Very possible. To make a move like that.
So you got to win take to Orlando. All right.
But the Warriors have a history of releasing you and bringing you back. Because they allowed Gary Payton to leave and get his money and come back. So they're
HB.
Yeah.
No, I love you like a brother. But if you leave your feet and punch me in my face, I'm never coming on your team again.
Well, no, I'm not.
How much money is involved?
Man, listen, I agree. 110%. I'm simply saying that the Golden State Warriors has a history of having to go get your money and come back for a lesson.
And when Poole's daddy get on social media and threaten Draymond Green, it's not happening.
But let me tell you something. I listened to the whole story behind that whole situation. And at the end of the day, when you listen to the NBA players tell the story, they kind of gave Jordan Poole the green light. And then at the last end of practice, Jordan Poole was cooking. So he was cooking, Steph Curry started cooking in the last practice. And he said, so Steve Kerr was like, you going to let Jordan Poole keep talking like that? Then once he said that, that's when we seen the Draymond approach him because he had been talking all week. So it hadn't like it had been just that practice. He said he had been talking trash all week because he had been winning in practice. When Steph Curry put the clamps down on everything, then that's when Steve Kerr was like, you going to let him talk to you like he been talking to you like that all week? And so that's when the bing, bang, boom came. That's according to the NBA players, man. I'm just listening.
The bing, bang, boom. That's when
the bing, bang, boom.
I still say shame on whoever recorded. That happens with teams all the time. And it happened on a high-profile team, and they leaked it and had their 15 minutes of fame.
Right, but see, Jordan Poole had been talking so much garbage, though. They say he had been talking so much garbage, the garbage can had lifted up. The top is up, so he kept talking trash. And then he told Draymond, I think the last comment he made was, Michigan and Michigan State problem. So,
Oh, no.
He brought up Michigan and Michigan State. So, he loved his university, man. He loved his university. So, but yeah, that's my take. I think Chris Paul is probably not going to make it through the season.
Well, I say bag up him and Wiggins.
I like Wiggins. Wiggins got to find his way, man. Wiggins got to.
Okay.
This is why he's not there.
You got to respect the fact that Wiggs was #1 draft pick.
Yeah. But this is also why because he's the number one draft pick, he falls into these slumps. It's like, come on, Wiggs, let's pick it up, man. You know what I'm saying? I need you like a.
I don't think
Harrison.
that's what it is. Y'all want me to tell y'all what I think it is for real?
What is it?
I think his Canadian politeness gets in the way sometimes. I think if Wiggs was like a guy from like the block in West Oakland, he would be a different type of player. He just doesn't have that edge, that grit that I want him to have, that his hairstyle tells me that he should have. He looks like he's going to have that grit for me. You understand? You understand? You know what I mean? His hairstyle tells me that he's going to have this different type of grit. And then he's so polite when he gets on the microphone, man. That's my problem.
Okay, so Coach Burson, I'm glad you joined us because I want to throw some names out. Cess, don't interrupt. Now, straight up trade for Wiggins. Marketing from Utah for Wiggins.
Too slow, no.
Okay. Pascal Siakam from Toronto Raptors.
Another Kuminga.
Wow.
Because Kuminga's on his way. The way that boy went baseline last night and just didn't dunk it, was looking for the foul. Got to go up stronger, big fella, but Kuminga's coming on. I'm listening.
Jeremy Grant from Portland, formerly of the Pistons.
I mean, if you want a physical specimen, we don't have a presence in the paint, so we're going to have to get some presence in the paint. And running all these small bigs is not going to do it. So we need a presence like like a Zion or something like that, something to get us off the floor. Draymond.
No, we don't need a Zion. No, we don't. We don't need a Zion. We don't need a Zion.
There you go.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm just being honest with you.
Last name, Coach Burson. Zach LaVine.
I mean, he's too light skinned, man. He's just too light skinned.
Listen, man, it's levels to light skin. It's levels.
I mean, Steph, Klay, and Zach. I mean, come on.
Listen. You said the same thing. So I cannot believe you just said that.
Listen, it's levels to light skin. It's levels to light skin. It's levels to light skin. Steph and Klay in the summertime they go tan. Devin Booker is in the desert. Have you ever seen him with a tan? No, just a little red on the ears. Never seen him get all the way tanned over. It's just levels to light skin.
Wait a minute. So you
Zach been in Chicago too long to tan, man. And I love them both. I love Devin Booker and Zach LaVine, but Devin gonna have to make Phoenix his team.
So right? You all are telling me,
man,
that
2 weeks in a row
lineup with Steph, Thompson, and LaVine is not appealing to the Golden State Warriors. How do you match up against that?
Here's the problem with it. It's so light skinned that people are gonna be testing them every night. That's what I'm talking about. That's why he says too much light skin. Listen, Klay is already out there. Did you see Klay get slung around by his jersey the other week?
Man, he tried to hold his ground. He was trying to hold his ground.
Listen. Draymond be fighting every week. He be fighting like a man who lady be at the club every night. Stop it.
Every night I gotta fight for my love.
Yeah, every night I gotta fight for my love. You understand what I'm saying? Draymond be suspended every week with all that light skin on the team. Stop that. Steph is king of the light skins. Klay is the prince, and then we go from there. Okay.
I just don't see. Well,
if I'm gonna bring someone to the Warriors, like what you was mentioning, I would bring like a Bradley Beal. You see what I'm saying? That could really run a 1 or a 2. I like Bradley.
I like him too. It's ironic you mentioned him because he has a great technique on that bench with his outfits. I mean, the way he handling his shoe game and his outfits are top notch on that bench.
Yeah, and I don't think he wants to play because where you gonna put him? I don't think he wants to play. I think he wants to come. Look, Kevin Durant made Golden State Warriors a hot spot. If you come, do it the Draymond Green way, you can get your ring. Okay. You don't want to do it the Draymond way, you're getting out of here. So, that's my thing.
Okay. All right.
Here's my thing. Bradley Beal, I like him, and we could have had him to me, he's some stuff that he does is very, very similar to Klay, but that's not the size. Who's the size you bringing in? I want to know what's the size, because see, Jokic is what you got to be able to deal with. Giannis, what you got to be able to deal with. The size. So what's the size? Who do you see that they can go get in size? Because I thought that I would see them make a push to bring like a DeMarcus Cousins or somebody else back in that can pull some of these bigs out. Because he shoots the three. I would have loved to see them go get like a Jaren Jackson Jr. out of Memphis. I'm really partial to Brandon Ingram. I think that he's getting buried down there in New Orleans. But who's the size that you see, Coach? Bursting. There's so many coaches on the line. Coach Bursting. Yeah. So
if I'm looking for a big for Golden State Warriors, I like the big that they drafted. And he's just, he's just, 6'10".
But are him and Looney enough to go deep in the playoffs?
Man, listen. My son pulled up Looney's high school and college highlights. First of all, I didn't know he went to UCLA.
I love Looney.
Listen, Looney got game like DeMarcus Cousins.
Don't do this, Coach Burson. Don't do this.
I'm listening, bro. I'll tell you, Coach Ro.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Now, Coach Burson, I'm gonna tell you the rules about now joining the conversation.
Don't do this.
If you're gonna bring up the video, you got to share the video.
Don't do this.
Where's the video?
Don't do this.
You said it's Looney's high school highlights I need to pull? Oh, that's what I'm pulling.
Pull up Looney's high school highlights and pull up his UCLA highlights and watch. No cap on that.
Y'all keep talking and I'm gonna go for the highlights.
Don't do this, y'all. I'm telling y'all, don't do this. Don't do this.
Loon is the epitome of a role player right now. He's a role player. However, based on his history, he could take over a game with his 3-point shot and his crossover dribble. Hello. I didn't know. I had to do some research on Loon because they love him so much. He had a chest surgery, he had 3 hearts put in, 2 lungs, and a kidney. He is the workhorse. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is a beast. And I had to go back and figure out why they fell in love with Loon.
He gave a chest and a hip. Okay? To the cause. And I don't understand why they don't refer to Loon as part of the core now.
Are we really talking about Looney being a big piece of Golden State Warriors? We really having this conversation right now?
Absolutely. Especially that last championship.
I gotta get some Midwest music.
Listen, you gotta go look at. Hey man, you gotta go look at the rebounding and the defense that Loon played, and Steph getting ring number 4. Don't discount Loon, and he's so respected. He's so respected.
82 game Loon.
82 straight.
82
in the season that you was just
in a row. 2 years in a row.
Okay, Coach Burson, can we
in the low management era? Come on, man. Don't do that.
Can we get any players off mine aside from Looney that's not on the team that you would bring in? Can you think of any? Because you may not be able to think of any, and we're not gonna hold that against you.
Listen, man, I would bring in a guy like Aaron Gordon. See, Warriors need second shots.
This is a little eerie.
We had a conversation about Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, she said the same. That said the same thing.
Man, Aaron Gordon got a ring, man. I don't care what you say. Aaron Gordon's game has changed.
Aaron Gordon is that guy. That's what I
need to understand. He's finally at a place where I think he trusts his players for him to be him, because he's not just doing on him dunking now. He's doing other things, setting screens, rolling to the baskets, doing the stop and pop and playing the toughest guy on defense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that what the Warriors need, we need some physicalities. We need some muscle. Okay, yeah, this big Loon, big game. You don't see him doing none of this in the NBA except that. Uh-oh. When is he going to do this for us?
Ro, close your mouth.
You look at Loon. Look at Loon.
When is he going to do it in the NBA? Okay.
They don't listen. The Warriors don't need him to do that. But I'm just saying, if he needed to get freaky deaky, Loon could get freaky deaky with you. Watch this.
He can do this in the NBA.
Freaky deaky?
No.
You don't think Loon can do this in the NBA?
No.
You kidding me? You're not looking at it. You don't think Loon could do that?
You must don't watch enough Warrior games.
I do. I watch a lot of Warriors games.
Loon shoot that shot right there, right now.
Look at this. Let's Loon off the ball. Come on now.
This is just going too far.
Come on, you ain't seen Loon do that before?
Yeah, going too far. I can't believe we have a segment on Looney watching his highlights
listen,
from when he had.
And we are.
Two good
as the kids say, and did.
Watch the roll.
Now what? And
Come
did.
on, man. If Loon start playing like that for the Warriors, you don't need a draft pick.
He's not though.
But they don't need him to.
But you do. They need a big man that can do some stuff versatile. He not doing this.
I'm just saying, he's more versatile than we look at him to be.
But
Give me that.
We can say that about a lot of players in the NBA.
Not that are just known as a center. You haven't seen Loon put all these moves. Look, breaking the
And
ball
we
up
never
court.
will. We never will. Looney gonna do that?
Hey, he could do it right now. He could do it right now. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man. So he's a secret weapon of skill set that we haven't seen since he's been in the NBA.
I just still think,
had the ability to do it.
Here's my thing.
Listen, we don't need your skill set right now. We need you to do this, Loon.
Listen, even if Loon does that, he can only do it for so long. So for me, there's still some type of big that has to be added to the team. And I'm still looking at
slim pickings. I think the only people that would fit are impossible for Golden State to get. The first name that came to mind, which may be frowned upon, was Bam Adebayo. He would fit, but it's impossible to get him. He would fit right in with Golden State. He can do it. He's doing what Looney did on that video now in the games.
Yeah. I also thought about Ayton until I seen him with the pearl necklace on, and I was like, "You're not warrior mentality. You got a pearl necklace on, and you 7 feet, boy." I just thought to myself, man, that's for what reason? You should have had a pearl earring in there too, man. Like, dude,
I hate
Coach Burston. I literally said before you came on, I forgot Aiden was on Portland the other day.
I hate to even ask, but go ahead and expound on that theory, Coach Burston. How does that affect his gameplay? How does that affect his ability to fit? You said it's not warrior mentality.
I'll be honest with you. It affects everybody playing against him because they're like, nigga, you got sorry, I said the N-word, but brother, you got pearls on your neck and you're 7 feet. People in the locker room don't take that serious. They don't take him serious no more. He shouldn't have put the pearls on. When he put the pearls on, the NBA lost respect for him. I'm telling you, the players up in attack eight.
Here's the thing. I got a question. This is a good point. Okay, so I can understand that because I think there are some things that if you're going to be the leader and you're going to be, as they say, him, there's certain things that you just can't do.
Pearls.
So my question is, what's the difference? Because I don't feel like Jimmy Butler lost any respect for his pressing curl that he showed up with.
Jimmy has slid down the respect totem pole for sure with the bump right here. Y'all out of pocket for that, man. Nobody, they laughing, but just because Jimmy a dog, but they laughing at Jimmy like, bro, you really tripping right now.
Did you say Jimmy lost respect? They lost respect for Jimmy in the league? Is that what you said?
For sure.
I think it's a little different because Jimmy showed he's a beast already.
No.
Aiden's still trying to prove himself. Aiden's still trying to prove himself, Coach Burst.
No.
I forgot he was on Portland. I'm not making this up. I was watching them. I said, let me watch Portland because I like the Scoot boy, Scoot Henderson. So let me check him out. Aiden checked in, and I literally was like, I forgot he was playing for Portland. I forgot he was there. I forgot.
Then he get to Portland and start wearing pearls. I'm like,
come on, man, don't act like he's living the Markel Fultz life.
No, but let me go back to Jimmy. See, Jimmy Butler to me, Jimmy Butler is running out of time. So he knows that he's in a small market franchise, and he probably had his best chance to get a ring last year. So now this is Jimmy acting out.
I call BS on that one.
Oh, this is for sure Jimmy acting out. Let me tell you something. When you
not him acting out. Not him acting out.
Oh, he's talking about the ring? Oh, they're not gonna get a ring.
No, I don't think they're gonna get a ring, but is Jimmy running out of time or is Pat running out of time? Like, look, I drug 2 teams. 2 of these trash ass teams you gave me, Pat, to the finals. Once in the bubble and once last year. Who's running out of time, Jimmy or Pat?
Well, Pat's timeless. Pat could never run out of time. Just like the logo could never run out of time. What Jimmy could do is, why don't he just do? He should lay his edges flat on his forehead. Lay his edges flat. right? I think he should lay his edges flat because I just don't know what basketball has become. Nobody can respect you if you got black lipstick on, black nails, and you got a cold perm covering one eye. I don't give a damn if you Jimmy Butler. I'm coming at you every game because you done showed me like.
Hey, listen, wait a minute. I'm like,
well, I'm gonna say this. I think Butler's best chance.
That what you talking about? That what you talking about? Willis face? Oh man, that was classic.
I think Butler's best chance may have been when he was with Philly. I don't think Philly knew what they had.
Yeah, they should have definitely kept.
They should have kept that together. Sure. Philly, that's what Philly needed to win, and they should have made that work.
But
Joel Embiid.
Wait a minute, Pat. I want to just back up to Pat Riley for a minute because I agree. Pat Riley is a made man, but timeless. You gotta win. You gotta win. You gotta win. He ain't won since LeBron left.
Man,
LeBron wouldn't have got another ring since he left there. Okay, Pat, what have you done?
A bubble ring. He played 20 games and won a ring.
Hey.
He played 20 games. Nobody in the league respects that championship.
Listen,
I agree.
If he take it to the pawn shop, it's gonna be worth as much as the ring the year before. You understand?
Right. Hey, but let me ask y'all a question. I've been reading and paying attention that so in the playoffs, the playoff check is in the NBA playoff check. The playoff check is like 36 bands. That's what the playoff check. But the tournament check, $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
So why is the tournament check more
than waiting on this
NBA playoffs money?
Because the playoff money is how the teams that make the playoffs really make their bread. So your budget takes you through all 82 games. There's no more, no less. You got to go deep into the playoffs to be able to make that cheese for real. And then that's when your team supposed to bonus you out, from what I understand. But come on, Coach Ro, educate us.
Well, my theory on this is that it's because the NBA, the NBA is at war with load management. So it's been beefed up to say, stop resting your star players, stop playing this game with resting people. We're giving you incentives to go full strength in these games. So yes, we're going to increase the pot. The runner-up get $200K. Are you kidding me? $500K for the winner? They're drawing their line in the sand. They haven't. Oh, by the way, they have a new load management policy. I don't know if you all looked up on that. There's a new load management policy now. It's 63 games that you have to play. So they said, look at here. We can incentivize this, and we can have the this is going to be an attraction for the NBA to make sure that we alleviate this load management stuff that's going on.
Man, let me tell you something. Okay. Let me just. I understand where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of the Big Three?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of the ways the NBA says we don't have to deal with the Big Three. We'll just have a play-in tournament to lengthen the season. So I've been reading on these documents as far as the Big Three is concerned, and the NBA has made a really big boo-boo and kind of offended a lot of the NBA players and vets that play the game, because Ice Cube said he's not taking anything. He's not there to take anything away from the NBA. He's here to extend the careers of former NBA players that the NBA has said, we're done with you. See what I'm saying? So when the first player that played for the Big Three, like say he re-auditioned, was Joe Johnson. If you go back the first couple of years in the Big Three, Joe Johnson was the star. It was Allen Iverson came in first. See what I'm saying? So the NBA didn't want to reallocate that for them funds and that image for them former players. So Joe Johnson was kind of like the one that broke the mold that says, man, I can come down here and kill and get back up there and get 16 easy. So I just think that those kind of things allow the Big Three to be hindered. And because if you think about it, that's what got Ice Cube not really bringing in NBA players no more. He go and see, college players, you know what I'm saying? So I think that that's just a way to keep the money in-house, and we'll just pay them more so that they don't go over there. So we'll up the.
I like that. Which? So what do you think?
For just 1 second here, bro, because I got to say this, because that builds on my case that, as I told you, I think it was yesterday. I don't know, or it might have been last week. I don't know if it was on camera or off. That I told you there was more people that came out to see the Big Three.
Yeah,
at Little Caesars Arena.
You did say that.
Than at the Detroit Pistons game I went to. Period. So let's keep that in mind.
So what do you think the impact was of Brown from the Celtics playing in that Big Three All-Star game? Did he get a call from the commissioner? What are you doing after you signed the biggest contract in NBA history?
Well, that's a good point, because I watched that, and I was watching Brown's body language. And Brown's body language was to the NBA, like, you ain't got nothing to do with this. See, the athletes know how the NBA go. So if you do a celebrity run, they know what's in their contract to where you can't be penalized. But Ice Cube got a lot of NBA players rocking with him more than the media wants you to believe.
That's a great point, Coach Burson. I didn't think about that angle.
I thought it was about load management. Further than that. I think it goes further than that. I think it has to do with even the more of not even just the Big Three platform, but the other platforms that are out there. Think about how the NBA tried to take over the Drew League the last couple summers. Now they broadcasting Drew League games on NBA TV, on
which
the NBA
I watched, by
app,
the way. Don't hate.
Right? Before that, you could only watch Drew League on YouTube. You
That's
had
true.
to know who was pulling up, and you had to be on social media. So I think the NBA, unlike some of the other leagues, does a good job of trying to capitalize on what other platforms are doing with their product, but they're not very creative with their own product, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
No, because they don't have they're not in the business of products. They're in the business of entertainment. Ice Cube's mission for the Big Three is different from the NBA's mission. See what I'm saying? So if the NBA wants to portray an athlete that's washed up, done, whatever. Let's say if DeMarcus Cousins goes, and he goes down there and they say you got DeMarcus Cousins in the lineup, and you got 80,000 people, you got 25,000 people in the stadium sold out for the Big Three. Well, they can't even sell out a $50,000 arena for the, I'm just saying, the Detroit Pistons. But the attraction of the professional there is still alive. So, me, if the NBA can't cash in on you, they'll cash out on you. So, and I think a lot of players is cashing in on their NIL deals still with the Big Three.
Well, not only that, I just think, like I was saying, that these platforms, these players know. These players know. Now,
they know for sure.
How many people showing up to come see them, especially in these different leagues, right? Big Three, and it's Allen Iverson. How many people in the stadium just because Allen's in the building, right?
Exactly.
Same thing with it being Cube's league. I think with Cube going to traveling and being at a lot of the different games, some people just come out because they're Ice Cube fans.
Yeah.
There's a brilliance to that, bringing hip hop and basketball even closer together. So,
right.
I love that point. But
and then remember this: the NBA still owns licensing, right, of these players. So a lot of times these players can't even, because the NBA still owns their name. So when you go to the Big Three, you still get to get your name, image, and likeness money and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So even if stuff like that. So
that's an excellent point, though. That's a good point. I didn't think about that part. Coach Burston.
Who will be the first player to say, I need to own my own name? We're going to renegotiate this.
He said, who will be the first player?
Yeah, who?
Ball.
In this new era.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
If I remember, the only player, and this is kind of, what makes him a golden and not this other dude, the only player I knew that owned their name was Michael Jordan. Remember on the games when they couldn't put his name or his likeness on the game because he owned it?
Yep.
And it would just be a bald-headed brown guy with 23 and no name on the back.
No name.
You had to have his permission to use his name. So,
So Mike.
Who would challenge that? Would that be Wembanyama? Who you think it'll be? Oh no, what were you saying about Mike? Go ahead, Coach Burston.
Well, Mike was getting. Well, Mike made everybody in the NBA money because Mike is the one that increased the revenue sales. So when them OG players, when them Larry Birds and them Dr. J start getting revenue checks because of Michael Jordan, because he increased the revenue of the league 500%, that's what opened up the nose to the money. See what I'm saying? Because Mike, with the TV deals that they had at the time, and then the TV deals that they got after, everybody, Larry Bird money went up, Kevin McHale money went up, Moses Malone money went up. All them OG players owe Mike in a homage way because he broke the internet as far as money. So when the television broadcast, when they had a store going from $800,000 a year for an NBC broadcast, 16 games, to like $7 million in '89 to host a 30-game season, then it went up to like 80. Now it's astronomical. But Mike really put money in the players' pockets with now them TV deals and all the Coca-Cola commercials, all that stuff really changed the NBA's platform, money scheme, money layout, everything. Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan did the only other player.
Remember, he said, I remember it like it was yesterday. He was like, I have an offer. It's non-negotiable. And that's my offer. That was the shortest contract interview I ever seen. It's non-negotiable. And that's my offer. I was like,
and a lot of people, man, just a lot of these fringe fans can't appreciate where the league has grown up to see where it's at right now and the money that these players are getting. Like, we can remember this game was pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm.
This game was pre-recorded. Like,
so there wasn't no money involved in pre-recorded games.
Nope.
They was sticking them where they could, and they was mostly coming on before the national anthem came on. You understand? So,
so for them to go live,
right now,
for them to go live, broadcast a live game.
I know. I think that was Magic and Larry that brought the live, right? That made the games go live. That rivalry, and then Michael Jordan coming into the league is what brought the actual revenue behind the TV deals. I think
that's still
right.
If it's not the first, it's the second most televised college championship, and that was before you had all of the technology we had today. Larry Bird versus Magic. Yeah.
Because you only got stories. You only got what they may tell you them cats did back in the day because there wasn't no live action. But you had to get Mike on film. You just had to get him on film. And you had to see what it looked like. You got to get this guy in front of the TV. So this is what the NBA is saying. So Mike Cass is still getting paid off Mike in TV deals. 20 years, all them NBA play old school boys, them Isaiah Thomas's, they don't say nothing but Michael Jordan. Because think about it. Who came after Mike? Allen, Kobe, Shaq, Kevin. You feel me? Like
Kobe would have been next with the name stuff, though. Kobe was about to, he had his brand.
I felt like Kobe was. I think Kobe was going. Kobe's next big thing was going to be in women's basketball. I don't know that it was going to be NBA.
Yeah, he had a lot of things in the fire.
I know that, Coach Burson, we appreciate you coming on. We want to definitely have you back. We don't want you to go yet, but I know Coach Ro gonna be rapping soon, and we need to get to OKC or Coach Ro won't feel like the show is balanced. So you want to talk a little OKC with the two coaches? Go and get it in.
So just a little, just a little bit. Does anybody know who the second team in the West is right now?
Well, I guess it would be OKC since he's having this conversation. I mean, come on, man. I need a better setup than that.
Yeah, I want you to answer. Well, they've won 8 of their last 10 games. They're 11-4 right now. Just a little bit of, you got Shea averaging 30, Jalen Williams averaging 17, Chet Holmgren, who's going to win Rookie of the Year, averaging 17. Who rocked the spot? Giddy, averaging 12. And you got Dort. You like that? Who rocked the spot? Giddy. I'm going to get a soundbite for that one, too. And Dort averaging 11. And then you have, in my opinion, the gentleman with one of the coolest names in the NBA, Isaiah Joe, averaging like 10 points. One of the coolest names in basketball. Go, Joe. Good shot, Joe. Isaiah Joe. So here's an interesting point. None of the starters are shooting less than 43% from the floor. They're efficient.
Hey, look here, man. We'll talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder when they make the playoffs, okay?
Hey, whoa, time out. Foul on the play. Violation.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think Coach Ro hit the green light on you.
Whoa. Review? Coach Burston, tell me more about that. Where did that come from?
I mean, we understand the history between the Warriors and the Oklahoma City Thunder, so we know who y'all got to go through. So all them seedings and stuff, that's great. But we'll talk about the playoffs when we talk about that. We'll just wait and see how they go. Because I like your young boy. You got a young bull there, man. That Gilchrist, man. I would only talk about him. I wouldn't talk about nobody else in that team.
Oh no, I like Chet.
Wait. We have to talk about Chet.
Chet got forgotten about last year because he was hurt.
Yeah, Chet need to gain 7 more pounds.
He's still 7 pounds heavier than Wembanyama, so that's why I'm giving him a 7 pounds.
Do you see James Harden work Wembanyama? James Harden? Sheesh.
Yeah, it was ugly. But can we give OKC their flowers right now?
No. But what we can do is give credit to the GM for coming out of that shit show storm he had going a couple years ago and rebuilding his team to put a good product on the floor. Shout out to that guy.
Time he did it.
Coach Burston, I want to warn you. In 2023, they'll cancel Coach Ro on you for not giving flowers, sir. You can't say no. We're not giving flowers.
Yeah, you can't do that.
we gotta give all the flowers, man. We give all the flowers. It's a real loving environment in 2023. We gotta give all the flowers, man.
Okay.
You gotta give all the flowers.
So
I'll give some wilted flowers.
Listen, let me tell you
what I've
something.
noticed about the efficiency of OKC is that they're finding different ways to win games. They've won games that were highly scoring with little to no defense. They've won games that will grind them out. They have interchangeable players. And the most impressive thing about OKC is that they're sharing the basketball and they're not afraid. If we remember, this built up over some years in the bubble when OKC lost to, who was the James Harden team? Who was it? I forget. He's been on so many teams. Houston. But you notice that they've grown. They've continued to grow.
I feel like you're reaching, man. Oklahoma City is what they is, man. They ain't made no noise. They just look good. That's all, man.
I think that Chris Paul going there made a difference on them. It changed the mindset. And it made them young boys realize that they had game and chemistry that they could play together. That I saw them build.
And they was like, and don't forget, they was like, shit, if we got to play with Chris Paul, man, we got to get this shit together. That's a selfish nigga, man. They don't want Chris Paul playing. Well, he's selfish. I tell you, Chris Paul is a Devin Booker killer. Chris Paul almost killed Devin Booker's career.
Hey, man, listen, live on the show right now. Coach Burston, when can we book you to have you back? We're going to talk about that. He's the Devin Booker killer.
He's the Devin Booker killer.
Wow. Okay. When are you coming back on the show? I'm going to tell you something else I got something else I want to talk about. Skip Bayless versus Richard Sherman. Is anybody watching this firestorm burn down? Sherman told Bayless, don't holler at me. Oh gosh, you gotta see it. Undisputed may be over. Okay.
They like it like that.
You know what? I didn't know. They're back on the same show. Do you remember their interview when he said, I'm better at life than you, Skip?
Listen, you gotta wait. You gotta watch. You gotta go back and watch on Undisputed where they talk about that conversation. Please pull up that clip.
Yeah, he said, I'm better.
There's a couple things I gotta get. I'm gonna get my background together, and I gotta get my. That's probably how I gotta get me a little tripod stand. I gotta get my stuff together. But you can have me back anytime.
Coach Burson, this was truly just seeing you. You know, fam up in here.
I'm gonna say instant classic.
Yeah,
We got 3 Alabama State Hornets. We have 4 Alabama State Hornets on the screen at one time.
Yes.
Motherfucking you. I thought you knew.
What's that?
Homemade cornbread.
Oh, Jackie been in the kitchen. So
hold on one second.
That might have to be a snippet.
You should have said, hold on 2 seconds, because you need to drink something behind that. So,
he said, homemade cornbread. Come back like,
man, there you go.
It's all bad.
Listen, nothing but love, sir. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you all so much.
Mad love to you and Jackie. Y'all got to understand it. It's 4:30 in the morning on the West Coast, man. And they was up rocking with us, joining the conversation.
Much
you
love.
are welcome back anytime.
Thank you all so much for having me.
If we gotta wait till Christmas break, let us know. But we here every Thursday. If you heard something that you like, please go ahead, hit that subscribe, hit that notification, like, share, let your people know.
Let me do this.
Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon. We out.
The music come on. The dubs.